Change the world. My final message.
Blah.
Goodbye.
Blah. Hi. How you doing? Hi, son. Son Pacer. Hi. How you doing?
Hello.
Pet, pat, 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 pat. Blah. I literally just took a drink. Okay, fine. I'll take another one. Whoa. You know, honestly, not a lot of people redeem RGB this early on the stream, so you don't get to see, like, what all it changes. Look how pretty that is. Look how pretty I am. Wow. It is especially good with the glow on. I gotta clean my room. Blah. Okay, now that I'm all settled in. Blah, blah, blah. Hello, everyone. My name is Rika Bird, and today, Ocarina of Time Randomizer. That's what we're doing. It's a thing. And it's fresh and new. We did one yesterday, we kicked its ass, and then we played 2 hours of Helldivers 2, which I actually thought was pretty impressive.
Whee!
Let's see what kind of goodies we get in the Mido house. Last time I got a hook shot, and that was so nice. Nocturne Shadow. Oh, that's actually really nice, too. That makes it really easy for me to travel around. I'll go shop first before I open those big chests in case it refills my rupees. Also, I gave all the Kokiri RGB clothes because, you know, Kokiri are gamers. We all know it to be true. Is that a real bow? 165 rupees. Need that. Oh, my new Reika controller, the Reika controller 2.0, comes in Monday the 4th. I'm so excited. Alright, heart piece and a heart container. Neat. Good stuff. Man, I love how good the Ship of Ocarina has made this game look. It's so fresh and new. It's so weird. On the left, on my left screen here, Twitch is telling me that my bitrate is 5800, right? Good bitrate, you know. That'll keep quality nice and good. But it says unstable. Oh, now it says excellent. Never mind. But it said unstable, and I'm looking over here on my right screen, and it's like frames dropped 0. I'm like, Twitch lying to me. Okay, make it. Wait a minute. What'd that say? Oh, I actually never read that. Okay, I'll stop playing with the buttons. Come on, RGB Skulltula of Magic. Give me something epic. Okay, fine. Heart piece. I'll take it. I know it's piece of heart, but I've been saying a heart piece since I was like 5, and now it's just stuck. I think I'm gonna do today without any gossip stone hints. That's not really gonna change much because, like, my method of checking things is constantly gonna remain the same. But I won't skip anything, I suppose. Nut. Ba 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 ba. Skulltula. I love that Ship of Harkinian has sped up climbing and stuff like that. Like, the developers of this this reboot for the randomizer, they get it. Like, they understand what makes a good randomizer good. It's not climbing content. Getting a lot of Skulltulas early on. I didn't really need them yesterday, but sometimes when the randomizer gives you a whole bunch of them all at once at the beginning, it's just like, hey, you're gonna need this. For at least 10 or 20. Hello, Zachary. Hope you are having hope you are having a wonderful day. Good morning. I missed. Blah blah. Ooh, itchy beak. All right. Well, that was a bust. At least we got some Skulltulas, I guess. I really need to look to see if there are new mod updates for this game, for Ship of Harkinian, because I might. There's a couple of them I'm really hoping that there's updates for, like the Studio Ghibli-fied textures, because that's where I got the skybox from, and the skybox is absolutely gorgeous. But I'm hoping that maybe they have updated the grass or something along those lines, because that would be really nice to see. Just prettify the game. Also, I want to see if someone has added new weapons, shields, etc., etc. It'd be nice if I could find a Deku shield early on, too. Deku shields always make this easier. Not just that, it allows me to go do a check in the Great Deku Tree that gets me 2 additional chests. And it's always nicer to do while I'm here, rather than having to come back. Is it weird that just based on the the beat of the music, I can tell what part it's at? Oops. I got excited and pressed the wrong button. All that for a recovery heart. Lame. So I was playing Helldivers 2, and I was introducing my roommate to it for the first time. And while we were doing it, we were on like the coolest planet I had seen yet in the game. And it was a hot planet, right? It was a fiery planet. And it was super foggy, right? Super, super foggy. And on the planet, there was like fire tornadoes and stuff like that. And God, it was just beautiful. I had a brown dwarf gas giant, which is a gas giant that is on fire, but is not yet hot enough to become a star. And it had rings like Saturn would, right? And like as we dropped onto the planet's surface, in the background was the brown dwarf star, and it was just gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Ooh, itchy beak. Gamer puppies. Oh, right. Not doing Gossip Stone hits this time. I'm gonna start calling this doggo Gamer Richard. Richard. Hey, strength 1. That is always nice to have. I don't care who you are. Strength 1, always nice. Ooh, hello. Okay, that's good. Bottle with fairy, 105. Lens of truth, 20. Ooh, it's a steal. Gosh, I have such an itchy beak today. My allergies are killing me. Pretty good prices on that stuff. I need to find a wallet so I can start buying these things, though. Ooh, hello, you. Ah. Okay, so that's probably actually the golden scale. Woo! Almost missed it. Sometimes I miss that last one on purpose so I can look cool getting it on its way over. Hey, look at that. Darn, I already forgot what was in the bomb chew shop. Well, at least I know where the bow is. All right. Look up! Look up! Look up! Yeah, look at him go! You there, give me the thing. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I gotta go double check what's in the shops. Gotta grab my bunny hood. Okay, nothing in there I wanna grab. Aggressive scale was 250. 50. I grab my bunny hood and double check the bomb chew shop because I forgot what's in it. Right, the bottle. The bottle is important. See, yeah, we gotta turn it to daytime. We gotta go to Lon Lon Ranch, and then after Lon Lon Ranch, I'm gonna do a save reset, or sorry, a save warp, and then we're going to go get that bow, and then warp straight to Kakariko Village because we have Nocturnal Shadows early, which is just yippee. I don't know why I do that. Checking game time though. Blah blah blah. You. Wah wah. Wah 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 wah. Easy peasy. Oh, I missed. Okay, gotta check the Deku Scrubs, then I gotta check the grain silo, and then once I do that, I gotta head on over to Milan and do a Pona song check. Ooh, fire arrows. Hello, Silvertooth. Welcome on in. Morning depend. Ooh, Requiem of Spirit. Hell yeah. Getting all kinds of stuff. How you doing this morning, Silvertooth? Well, whatever time it is for you. I don't know if it's morning for you or not. Pretty presumptive of me to say morning, to be honest. While we're in the forest, we'll get some bugs. And we'll start doing bug checks also. Just woke up and it's 12:20 p.m. Oh, I actually might know what region you live in. Wait, PM or AM? You woke up at 10 a.m. and decided no? I don't have that choice. I wake up at 10 a.m. and I'm like, I gotta set up for stream. I guess I can go do Lake Hylia and stuff before I head back to Kakariko Village. Oh, actual silver scale. Fuck yeah. The only reason I don't want to do Kakariko Village before getting the bugs and stuff like that and going to Kakariko Village to get the bow is because Kakariko Village as child has specific timings and stuff for Dampé. You basically got to take your time with everything there. Here you can just run and grab everything though. All right, Scrubs, what you got? Ow, rude. Thank you, Scrub. Very flashy. That's a lot of nuts. Another reason I want to hold off on going back before doing this stuff before I head back to Kokiri Forest is because I want to see if I can find a Deku Shield here. So if I find a Deku Shield here, I can progress through the Deku Tree very slightly. It's a Skulltula, but let's see if I can get it. You know, I never used to struggle with that one, but now I do. It's not a big deal if I don't grab that right now, though. We can just come back for that later on. Bugs? Bugs. 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 You need food? Well, yeah. I mean, good morning. Well, lunch. Breakfast. Food time. And might as well grab Ferror's Wind. Oh, you bitch. I wonder if I can prevent the ice trap from going if I dive into Zora's domain. Oh, you asshole, you saw what I was doing. Ice trap activated anyway. Ooh, Silver Scale does give me a whole nother shop to check though before I head back to Kakariko Village. Alright, let's see if I can do this without messing it up like I did last time. Well, I didn't mess it up, but this is gonna take a little bit. One of the things I'll forever be grateful for Nintendo for doing is on the Nintendo 64 controller, and this is something that's pretty unique with older Nintendo controllers. for good reason, is that instead of having the joystick in a round circle, they have it in an octagon. And the reason they have that is so you can more precisely, like, angle yourself and stuff like that using the... Look, I feel like they knew their joystick was kind of shit, so they put it in this octagon to make it easier for people not to fuck up. I need to address something really quick. Ugh. First off, posture. Second off, and clear my remote a little bit. Yesterday, since I held it for so long, you know, my palms got sweaty, and that left some residue on the joystick, which is natural because you have natural body oils. And today, it has made the joystick a little slippery. So, just gonna take care of that really quick. Just basically me just cleaning the buttons and stuff. Gotta take care of your equipment, you know, especially when you're a streamer. Yep, all older remotes and stuff like that. I think the Wii U even had it. I think the Switch might be the first one that I know of, Nintendo-wise, that switched over to having the circle. I think even the Switch Pro controller has a circle instead of a octagon. And the reason, you know, it's an octagon and not like a hexagon or, you know, something else is because it's 8-directional. You know, like your 8-directional D-pads that you have nowadays. The Switch... Oh, to failure dirt drift, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, having stick drift because of dirt is probably the most annoying thing I could possibly imagine. I remember I had bought a, I was really upset. I had bought a Switch Pro controller when I first got my Switch. And what had happened was, the moment I opened the package and started using the Pro controller, it had switch drift, or stick drift. And I was just like, I just waited 2 weeks for this, right? Because everywhere was out of stock at the time. This was 2020 when, you know, the COVID pandemic was starting. You know, the Switch was just out of stock everywhere. I had just finally managed to get a Switch. And it took forever, right? And then I had to wait an additional 2 weeks for this Pro controller. And, you know, my roomies were discussing the cost and stuff like that. Hey, it's a $70 controller. Do you need this? And I was just like, yeah, actually I do. The nunchuck or the little Switch Joy-Cons are crap and they're tiny. So I need a bigger controller that I can hold. And so not only had I spent a lot of money on this, I had to wait 2 weeks for it. And I get it going. Stick drift. And ooh, bomb chew. Yes, that means I get bombs. And that means that now I have to wait additional time for this. Thankfully, at the same time that I had returned the one to GameStop, which GameStop thanks you sell shit product. It was probably a repackaged one that you threw back in after someone returned it. I went to the Target next door, and the Target next door had one in stock on the shelf, and I was just like, oh, saved my tuchus. So I didn't have to wait additional time. Target had my back. Same Pro Controller I used today. I know we did that at, like, I used to work at a Staples, and I knew that some products we would reshelve and resell, and I'm just like, this is gross. This is gross. You know what the worst part about that is I actually, so because I knew the return policy so well, sometimes what I would do at Staples when I had computer troubles is I would buy something that would help me diagnose and fix my computer problems, because that's what I did. I was, you know, I was a computer repair technician for like common problems that people have, and I'd charge $80 for this service that people did not need, that if they just took a moment of research, they would know how to do it. But anyway, totally getting off topic there. I would buy stuff from Staples, and then I would return it, like, within the return policy to get a refund. And then I would reshelve it, because that was the policy. Now, that was a policy 12 years ago. Staples, don't sue me. I don't know if you've changed. And I don't know if it was just that regional store, because franchising is shit. But yeah, that was the gist of my exploration of returning products at Staples. All right, let's see how crazy I am. That's a good spread. That's a really good spread. I like that spread. There we go. So now I have that chest down there available, and I get the prize. Yeah, don't do underpowered power supplies in your computer. Don't do it. Not worth it. Oh, itchy beak. So I have bomb chews set up a very specific way in this randomizer, where once you get your first set of bomb chews, you can cut things like grass and kill enemies and stuff, and bomb chews will drop from them. So now I just have bombs, but not a bomb bag, so I can't do like bomb chew bowling alley or anything like that. Oh yeah, like, so the whole warranty thing with the stickers is that, yes, they can enforce that warranty policy. However, like, they both can and cannot enforce that refund policy, or that warranty policy, mostly because it's just nothing. That's not how the things work. I don't know the laws exactly, but I remember watching a Linus Tech Tips video on it. You can try to fight that warranty sticker, like if you don't want to say, hey, this isn't right. You know, the warranty sticker failed. I didn't even touch it and stuff like that. You can try to fight it, but a lot of times, from my understanding, you're gonna end up taking them to court over it, and it's just not worth the small amount of money. All right, forest beans. We got lake beans. We got, let's see, forest, desert, lake, and volcano. Oh, I need more rupees. Yeah, Apple is notoriously bad for their warranty stickers because theirs turn orange when they're exposed to moisture, right? And if you live in a humid climate, it doesn't matter where in that PC or the Mac the sticker is, you are going to have that sticker turn orange. And at that point, it's out of warranty. But Apple is notoriously shit in terms of, just being a company in general. So they will say, hey, the warranty says that stickers and stuff and moisture and you got it wet and that's why it's not working now. Why don't you just replace it with this $3,000 upgrade, instead of us trying to fix it. Ooh, a song. If I were an Apple employee, I could not do what they did, because I learned my lesson. I worked at Staples, and as I said, I charged people $70 for a service they did not need most of the time, and I did it multiple times for certain people, and I'm just like, I'm no better than those phone call scammers that call you and try to steal money from you because I'm doing something that's not morally right. And in the end, that was one of the deciding factors of me leaving that job, is because I could not morally, consciously steal money from like elderly folks who didn't know any better. It was just not in my heart. I remember feeling disgusted because there's this one really nice woman who would come in like once every week, once every 2 weeks or something like that, and she would have her PC quote unquote repaired. And most of the time her problems weren't related to the things that I was required to quote unquote fix. Her problems were mostly her PC is old, she didn't shut it down often enough, and she didn't clear her browser cookies enough, because back then that was a little bit more of a problem if you didn't do. So one day she brought in her grandson, and she's like, I brought him in here so that maybe he can explain the problems to me, and I can understand it, because he knows how to talk to me and he knows how to help me understand these things better. And I looked him dead in the eye, and I leaned in and I like gestured him forward. I'm like, dude, your grandma doesn't need this stuff. Like, I can't say this because I'll get in trouble, but I'm gonna whisper to you right now. You know how to clear browser cookies, you know how to turn off her PC and stuff like that. Please, for the love of God, do not make her pay $70 to come in and do that. Just, I don't ever want to see her in the store again. She does not need this. And he smirked, right? Because I have a feeling he knew that was probably gonna be the problem. And she was just confused, like, because she didn't know that her problems were this simple, right? And when the grandson explained that to her, I was just like, I wish I could have told you sooner, but I needed the job, and like, I couldn't risk losing it, but since I had been planning on quitting anyway, I don't mind telling you this because you're just the nicest customer I have. And I never saw her in there again. I said, go to the other PC store. Like, there's a local PC repair stuff. If you feel like you actually need it, they will look at your computer and they will fix it up, like, at no cost for this kind of stuff. But I don't think, like, if, like, for some reason my disabilities go away, not likely and not even possible, if for some reason my disabilities were to suddenly poof away into nothingness, I would never work at a tech store like that again. I would never do it. If anything, I would try to start my own business repairing PCs, homebrew, you know, just like here at my home and trying to help people that way and charge fair prices for whatever service they're getting, not just a broad, this is like my payment thing. Because, like, computers are super important for people in this day and age, right? People need them to look for jobs. People need them to do, well, I say do research, but with the way the internet's going, research is going to be harder and harder to do. But people need them to do research, do school, to do their work, to keep track of their finances. Computers are, like, massively important in this day and age. And, you know, helping people fix them is just the right thing to do if you know how to do it, you know? And if you know someone who is elderly and kind, and would need that kind of help, like, try to go out of your way to help them, because if you don't help them, they're gonna get scammed by someone who is charging a ridiculous price for things they probably don't need. Also, one thing about antivirus services I will tell you is that I have, wow, I really needed those rupees right at that moment. That's perfect. Antivirus programs, I have had Windows Defender since Windows 10 came out, right? And what I can tell you about that is in the 12 or so years that Windows 10 has been out, has it really been that long? I can't remember. In the amount of time Windows 10 has been out, not a single time have I ever had a single virus. And do you know why? Because I don't just find the first link on Google and start downloading stuff. I do research into what I actually need for my PC, which is basic driver updates and stuff like that, for, like, my graphics card. Yeah, that, you know, NVIDIA has a program for that, AMD has a program for that. I read the manual of a lot of the things that I get for my PC, and I only download the drivers from the official websites that they have and they support. You don't really need an antivirus program. You got Windows Defender and it works just fine. If you're smart about internet browsing and you make sure you do your research, you check, you double check, you triple check if you're unsure, you're gonna be fine. Okay. I can finally head to Kakariko Village also. The PC fixed place here. If you have a virus, they would put back up everything and then format, then put everything back in. You see, the problem is that everything also includes the virus, so problem not fixed, and you go again and they charge again. Okay, so even if you format your disk, there is still a possibility that that virus is still there. Because there are viruses that are really advanced nowadays that stick in, like, your BIOS settings or your CPU settings or somewhere they're really not supposed to be. So even if you format the drive, even if you replace the drive with a brand new drive, there's a possibility that that virus sticks around. But, I mean, if you get a virus like that, you really fucked up and you really need to just fucking stop functioning on a PC. But be smart about your browsing habits. Be smart about what you download. I can understand them wanting to format. Not gonna lie, 100% I could understand them wanting to format a disk to get rid of a virus, because viruses nowadays are stubborn and they stick. And if you can back up, when they back up everything, I suppose they would back up the virus. But like, if what I would recommend is just like find your important files, like your document files, your picture files, and stuff like that. Don't worry about your games. Don't worry about your downloads folder. Don't worry about anything else. Just grab your pictures and grab your documents, and delete everything else. Just reinstall your programs. It's not worth the hassle. Also, reinstalling Windows 10 is not always your solution, by the way. I just want to say that right now. Sometimes when people's computers start like acting up really, really bad because like their hard drive is too full or SSD is too full, they will go like, hey, I need to just reinstall Windows 10. Oh, you're talking about Windows XP? Yeah, no, Windows XP people, the common consensus was we do not understand PCs just in general. So yeah, a lot of people did that. But don't reinstall Windows 10 every time that, you know, you have a drop of the hat or something like that. Do it reasonably. Understand your computer. Do the basic troubleshooting steps first, and then work your way up. Don't escalate straight to reinstalling Windows 10. And I can tell you, even as someone who is pretty savvy with PCs, there are some problems that I have that are so incredibly niche that I think that I'm probably one of the extremely few people that have had it. And I know that's like, that sounds extreme and everything, but I can tell you that some of the problems I've had on my PC are so unique that the person that I went to help me fix them, who works at Microsoft and understands Windows better than I ever could because they literally helped make the program, they were like, how did you manage to do this to your PC? Ooh, no! Ah, you bitch. That would have been nice to have. But one of the unique problems I had, and this, again, probably would only happen to someone who would ever do this, is I had Windows 10 installed on an old hard drive, right? This old hard drive has been my hard drive for a while. It was nice, pristine, had all my files on it, and it's actually still in my PC to this day. I use it as like a backup drive and stuff like that, and I gotta actually replace it because it's starting to die. Anyway, what I'm trying to say with it is that when I installed Windows 10 on a new drive that I had just gotten as an SSD, and I put it in my PC, and I installed Windows 10, I took out the old hard drive, right? And I realized that suddenly Windows wouldn't boot up. The computer wouldn't boot up. I was like, hey man, why won't my computer boot up? This is baffling to me. I can't get it. And even my other roommate, Fang, who understands PCs really well too, was like, I don't know what your problem is. And I can't help you fix it because I got a very important job and I'm busy all the time. It's like, okay, fine, understandable. So I go to my other friend and I present the problem to them, and we're troubleshooting for like maybe an hour or two. And then he realizes what happens. There is like a registry key sort of dealio on on a Windows drive when you install it, right? And what had happened is when I installed it on the new drive, instead of writing its own key for the installation, it wrote the same key that was on my old drive, kind of. This is like very like basic explanation of it, so it doesn't get confusing because it's a stupid complex problem. So I had this drive that had the registry key of the old drive. And you're thinking, well, why is that a problem? Well, here's the thing. When it made that key, it left it on the old drive. So when I had taken that old drive out, the key went with it. And Windows was like, hey, man, you don't have this key. I can't let you in. You don't have this key. And when my friend explained that to me, I was just like, why? Why does Windows function like that? That makes no sense for Windows to function like that. Why does it do this? And we had a really good laugh about it. And I still joke about it sometimes because it's like, that is a wild and unique problem to have on your PC. I don't care who you are. It's just funny. Windows saying buy more shit. No, not really. It was just Windows. It's like Windows was never expecting to find someone who did what I did, right? Like, obviously that's something they never accounted for. And when I did what I did, they, you know, because remember, this is still, people are still trying to grasp their own PC, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the people who were programming that, two key items together? I wouldn't be surprised if the people who programmed that particular key or whatever, and again, layman's terms, so I'm being not specific at all about what exactly the thing is. Whoever programmed that particular section of code probably went, oh, people would never do this with their PC. Who would do this with their PC? It just doesn't make sense, right? And also, yeah, I got a hook shot. That would have been really cool, Silver. That would have been really cool. So, like, I can't fault the people who made the code because, yeah, people are still doing new and interesting things with their personal computers nowadays. Even more so after the pandemic because, you know, people needed a good PC during the pandemic to keep themselves entertained and occupied while they were all locked down. So, yeah. There's gonna be hiccups like that, and I'm not gonna be upset about them because as a computer somewhat techie person myself, I get it. I understand. Yes, red rupee. Ooh. Oh, man, strength upgrade and Saria song? I'm gonna do Saria song first. And then I'll come back for the strength later on. Because Saria song actually unlocks me stuff, whereas the strength gauntlets aren't very useful to me yet. Top of the mountain first. If I recall correctly, because I have Bomb Chew, one of these pots in bronze, they should have Bomb Chew in them. I could be wrong, though. I think I'm wrong, actually. But yeah, PCs are fascinating and really amazing things that everyone should learn as much about what they have in their PC, what it does, how it functions, and all that. Just like I believe everyone should know what's in their car. People should understand what they own, because if something goes wrong, you do not want to be, son of a bitch, you do not want to be taken advantage of by someone who knows more than you, because that's just part of capitalism. They will do that, and they will not feel bad about doing that. Some people, in fact, take pride in doing that. And it's disgusting. People need to be more helpful to each other. You almost had a perfect game in what? Got to frame 10? In what game? I'm curious. Let me know. Oh, right. I remember you were telling me about that the other day. Oh, the switch bowling? Okay. Still, you got this. You're working on it. You're securing your victory. I'm wishing you all the luck, Zachary, for sure. I remember in the switch bowling when you get the perfect game, you get a sparkly ball. Also, yeah, that's what I was explaining earlier, Silvertooth. I have it set up in the randomizer that after you get your first set of bomb chew, they will just drop in places that bombs will drop. So these rocks, they will drop from here. After 9 strikes in a row. Yeah, I've definitely had that happen before. The heart gets pounding and you're just like, oh no. Oh no, that's gonna miss. I wish that capture cards and stuff would have been more of a thing back in the day, because I can't do stuff like the Wii Sports and stuff like that because of my disabilities, obviously, and it makes it nigh impossible or very difficult to the point where I don't want to do it, right? But I used to be really good at that stuff. Used to make me smile, used to make my family smile. No one wanted to play bowling with me, but that's understandable. Okay, that should be enough bomb chew for now. Rupee. Yeah, I had a method for getting a strike every time also, Silver. Or at least pretty consistently, right? Exactly, Silvertooth. I mean, like, there was ways to do it. I'm just gonna do that. I wish I could show you guys what I could do. I mean, I guess I probably could, now that I think about it, because I was able to pull off doing Half-Life Alyx. Maybe I shouldn't underestimate myself. Maybe I should give it a shot. Because I think I have... No, I don't have Wii Sports laying around. Back before the pandemic, I think it was 2019. That's an ice trap, you bitch. No, wait, the other one was an ice trap. This one's the real one! Huzzah! Unless this isn't another ice trap. That would suck. Anyway, what I was saying is, let's see, what's that? The heart, okay. Oh, my parents visited, and my mother loved Wii Sports and stuff like that. So I actually had an extra Wii laying around. Because, of course I did, you know, just sometimes you just do have just extra things laying around. And it was missing the video cable, right? And I was like, Mom, you get a video cable, you got yourself a Wii. You can go to any GameStop or anything, you probably pick one up online, you know, do the thing. And I gave her my Wii Sports because she loved that game. And I wanted her to have a good time. And I love my mama. Actually, I should, I still remember, I mean, it wasn't that long ago. It was literally just a couple weeks ago. I was doing the owl fight in Sekiro, the one where you... Oops, wrong song. I was doing that fight, and last time my mother had missed it after watching me lose to him like a bunch of times. And in New Game Plus, my mother was there at the very end, and I was so excited that she was there because she'd get to see me watch it or beat him live and all this stuff. And I remember getting so excited. I'm like, "This is for you, Mom. I love you." I actually clipped that bit and put it up on my channel because I just thought it was a nice moment where I felt really happy. Okay. I don't have a slingshot or anything, so I can't really do anything inside the temple. So I shouldn't even bother going in there. Let's see, where do I need to plant beans? Like, highly I need to plant beans? I can't believe I got all this stuff as Child Link, and I didn't get anything like a slingshot, a boomerang, a Deku shield, or anything like that. I still have to go pick up the Hylian shield from the Goron City area, and I have to I have to pick up strength 1 or 2 from there. I just need rupees. I know a really good place to farm rupees, though. I should go and do that. Where else do we need to plant beans, though? The forest. I'll be going to the forest in just a moment anyway, so I will plant them when I get there. Itchy beak. Oh yeah, I need to double check the right side of the shop over here. Oh, also, how much was this? Oh, that's cheap. Okay. New record 289. Proud of you, Zachary. 10 strikes in a row? You only got 289? Wouldn't you get 300? Oh yeah, I have so I have allergies and psoriasis, silver, so my nose itches from time to time. And it's funny because if you look at the emotes that I have, one of the emotes, here, I'll show you which one. This emote right here is actually from a piece of art where I was itching my beak and my friend Muffin thought it was cute, so he drew me playing on the Wii because I was playing Twilight Princess at the time, and it's just the cutest piece of art. Oh, you mean real birds? Yeah, real birds' beaks can itch, I'm pretty sure. This is gonna sound weird, but have you ever had your teeth itch? You know, where you just feel that feeling where it like you don't know how else to describe it, but it's an itch. Yeah, same thing with birds. Well, okay, so like anywhere that there's nerves, you can itch. So it wouldn't really be your tooth itching, it'd be more like your gums itching. Okay. Let's see. What else do I need to do as Child Link besides get the stuff? I think I just gotta get the stuff from the shop. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that birds have nerves that connect to their beaks, or at least the base of their beaks. So yeah, their beaks would itch. You know, an interesting thing is the nervous system of like your average fish is so simple that it is theorized that some fish can't even feel pain because their brains can't even process a thing like pain. Did I ever tell you guys I used to want to be a marine biologist? Well, I mean, a fish can't exactly take a parasite off either, you know. They don't have hands. Well, it's also so like animals, lots of animals, not every animal. I'm sure there's probably a couple animals out there that don't have very great survival instincts, but every animal has survival instincts, very basic primal things that make their bodies react to certain stimulus, right? When they have something like a hook in their mouth, they panic, right? So that's, you know, why fish wiggle about and do their thing. But yeah, those instincts are pretty strong, and they yeah, all part of the nervous system and how the body works. You know, one of the most interesting kind of sea creature out there that we still don't understand quite all that well is the jellyfish, because the jellyfish doesn't seem to have a brain or a nervous system. It just appears to be a collective of cells all working together to sustain itself. And there are many different kinds of jellyfish, and it's just utterly fascinating that something without a brain, without a nervous system really, so to speak of, or at least not one that we understand, can function, can be a thing, right? It's just amazing, the mysteries of our world. No, not aliens. But like, there's so much we don't understand about how things operate in life, and those kinds of mysteries are things that I used to love about marine biology and stuff like that. I wanted to be a marine biologist, but I had a huge, deep fear of the ocean. Sea urchin have a brain? I believe they do. I'm like pretty positive they do. I could be wrong. I don't remember doing a lot of research on sea urchin, but I'm pretty sure they do. Okay, there was stuff I needed to buy. Right, I gotta go to Zora's domain. I gotta buy the tunic, because that tunic is gonna help me get some other checks. Nah, I could never afford the school. That was always the problem, is I could never afford the school I wanted to go to. Well, yeah, that was my thought too, is that like when I wanted to be it, that's what I thought I'd be doing. Oh, I gotta go to like Hylia because I don't have Zelda's Lullaby. Anyway, yeah, I thought I would like go work in a lab somewhere or something like that, and it'd be all hunky-dory. But the school I wanted to go to, that was quote-unquote nearby at the time, I just could never afford in my wildest dreams. Like, if college were free and there were a chance that I could become a marine biologist some way, not gonna happen, but I would probably give it a shot. It's something I'm very passionate about. I love the sea, I love sea creatures. Yeah, I know you can do it too, Zachary. I believe in you. Okay, I have bombs, so I need to go to Hyrule Field and do some checks out there. I didn't do graveyard checks in Kakariko Village, now that I think about it. I set the time for it, but I never actually went in and did it. Very odd of me to do that. Oh well, I'll go do Hyrule Field checks and I'll go check the graveyard in Kakariko Village. Oh! Bigger bow! Very nice. I didn't have to buy that one, but hey, I'll take the extra arrows. Extra arrows are always nice. You know, it's very easy to assume that the world will never get better, and like we're a doomed species and we're just not meant to survive as a species and all that stuff, which is possible, but I have a higher hope that we as a species learn to just cooperate, because right now we're living at a very weird time, right? The resources, at least in the US, right? I can't say that this is the same everywhere because I don't know the statistics on it, but I can guarantee you the very basic needs of everyone in the US can be met. There's enough homes, there's enough food, there's enough water. Well, maybe not enough water. There's enough food and there's enough shelter. But we choose not to. We choose not to I mean, not we. There are certain people in our society that choose not to make that a reality, to make it to where like everyone's needs are met and taken care of, so people can pursue, you know, their passions, their desires and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll come back for that later. And it's 100% driven by greed, right? And or like this primal fear that if I don't do this, I'm not going to survive as a person. And that's sad, right? Because we're there. We're at the point where we can sustain ourselves, and we just choose not to. If one day, like, empathy and the desire to want the world to be a fantastic, wonderful place for everyone, if that ever becomes a thing, if that ever manifests itself, and someone's able to pull it off and make it work, it is going to be the greatest leap in humanity that could ever be accomplished. Overcoming poverty and, you know, famine is huge. And I don't care what people say or think, there is a famine in this country, and it's not one made because we don't have enough. It's one designed, fashioned into being by just folks that don't have people's best interests in mind. Like, so one of the things that some people think is that, like, oh, these people, you know, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile and stuff like that. And yeah, there all are people out there that will take advantage of generosity because they need more, right? Because they're desperate to get more. They want to live a good life because they've lived a bad life for so long. And with that kind of mentality comes, well, that's just everyone who needs stuff, you know, because everyone who needs stuff always wants to live a better life. So they'll just keep taking and taking and taking until, you know, there's nothing left. But that's just not the reality of the situation. A lot of people will never take more than they need. A lot of people will, you know, be grateful for what they have. And while there are bad actors out there who will, you know, who will be bad people, there are a lot of good people out there that deserve better. And I hope one day that they get it. Man, heavy topics on stream today. Let's talk about something happy. I'm excited to continue playing Sekiro. That'll be great. Are we at 30 check? No, we're not. We got 22. Sekiro's gonna be fun. We checked the wolf hole. We checked this hole. There's no more bomb holes I have access to. I don't have Zelda's Lullaby, so I can't start checking fairies. Ah. There's 2 more bomb holes, actually, that I have access to that I haven't done. One day the moon will explode. Well, yeah, I guess technically you're not wrong. But, hey, maybe we'll get to the point where we're so advanced as a species we can stop the moon from crashing into the Earth. If you've never heard of this YouTube channel I'm about to name, I highly encourage you to go and listen to them. They're called Kurzgesagt, and they do a lot of research on the information they try to provide. And they have a very positive outlook. Like, they're realistic about, like, what could happen, but they also are like, but hey, there's a good chance that this will happen instead, and this is the good thing that'll happen. We just need to overcome this hurdle as a species, as a people, as a united force, for you know, the good of all humanity. And God, they just make me so hopeful for the future. Because, as I said, what we have right now, it can't last forever. It's just not possible for it to. Eventually, the bubble's gonna burst, the systems are gonna collapse, and while that sounds scary, and there's gonna be a rough time ahead, sort of deal, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Just do your best to be your best, and try to take care of folks so that we can all be better together. You want to be visited by a space dragon? You know, technically speaking, statistically speaking, and stuff like that, with how many stars and galaxies and stuff there are out there, there is a pretty good chance that there are dragons out there. Not here on Earth, but out there somewhere in the stars. Okay, that's all the bomb holes now. If reincarnation's real, I don't want to be boring and reincarnate as something else here on Earth. I want to be on a different planet somewhere else, and I want to be doing stuff out there. Because that sounds a lot more cool. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Silver. You know what I mean. Yay! You did it, Zachary! Woo! I'm proud of you. You did great. Now you get, well, I don't know if it's still the same, but now you get the sparkle ball. Yay, sparkle ball. Rupees! Look at them all! Whee! Did you know that there's actually an emote that only one person has ever used, and that person is me? I don't have any tier 3 subscribers, but if anyone ever does do a tier 3 sub, there is actually a special emote for that. Let me see. Boop. The elusive gold rupee. Ooh. I don't know why I made a spooky noise when I said elusive. Okay, let's go do Kakariko Village stuff first. Well, actually, I'll grab this heart piece because I want it. That looks orange in Majora's. Well, no, it is an orange rupee. It says orange rupee when you pick it up. It's worth the same value, though. Nope. You can actually find orange rupee. Like, if you're ever playing Majora's Mask and you need an influx of rupees, if you go to Termina Field and you go just outside of where you head up towards Snowhead, there is a hole that has 2 Dodongos in it. And these are really massive Dodongos, and they take a lot of hits to kill and stuff like that. But if you kill them, they drop orange rupees. Yes, orange. Oh wait, no, they drop purple, and I always mistake that. Like, oh, these guys will drop orange rupees. They drop purple. Hey, it's been a while since I played. Yeah, you get a chest in there that gives you an orange. That's probably why I think that. I am old. I'm gonna be turning 32 this year in April. So in May, I plan to do a Star Wars theme month because, you know, that's when they do their little holiday, May the 4th be with you and all that. And I'm going to play a bunch of the Star Wars games I got. And I have a lot. And I just want to show them off to people so that people, like, discover them and stuff like that. So that'll be a fun month. For March, I plan to do Elden Ring randomizers, which is new, and I also plan to do more Sekiro with my new controller. So that'll be fun. Hope you guys look forward to that. But for April, I actually don't know what I'm gonna do. It's my birthday month, and there's a lot of possibilities, and it's exciting. I just have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. May the fork be with you. Silly bean. Blah. Big blah. Oh! Yay! Look how pretty that is. Go get food. Go get the Omnoms. Hello, Mother. Welcome on in. Holy shit, I can't believe I saved that. Did you see that? Oh my god. How you doing, Mama? You getting your Earl Grey tea hot? Ah, itchy beak. All right, let's go check the shops. Bonk. One of these has to have a deck of shields. God damn it. Look at all those fucking skull tokens, man. There we go. There's our Deku shield. Yeah, I accidentally forgot to turn on my radiator last night. I woke up, my room was absolutely, like, bitter ass cold. It was so cold. But thankfully I turned on my radiator and it warmed up pretty quick. I wish I had a second bottle for this, but I am going to get some rupees really quick. Oh, I can't believe I messed that up. So much for saving time. Only took you 3 days to get a perfect game. Hey, sometimes it's just like that, you know? Sometimes you develop skills in a game faster than you could have ever expected. But hey, proud of you for doing it. Proud of you for putting in the effort to do it. When I started playing Sea of Thieves, for example, my friends were like shocked and amazed at how quickly I became good at the game. But what they actually probably realized at the time, but didn't think about it too much, is that I've been playing the game. At the time, I had not been able to sleep for like 5 days straight. So that game was keeping me absolutely sane. Yeah, it had a few days of warm and then it goes back to cold. Yeah. It's really weird. It's spring during the daytime, but it's winter at night here. Yeah. Yeah. Whoops-a-diddles. Watch, I'm gonna fill up my wallet and then I'm gonna go do 30 check, and 30 check will be like the 500 wallet or something. Yeah, I know the feeling, Mama. Also, yeah, weather's been weird lately. Okay, since I have a Deku Shield, I'm gonna return to being Child Link really quick and do a couple of checks. I don't have a slingshot, but my hope is that if I go and do these checks, there will be a slingshot there. I'm also gonna double check this shop because I can't remember what's in it. Okay, nothing, right. Right. Did I check that hole? Yes, I did. It's so nice having the, there's a checklist that I can have up on my second monitor that allows me to see whether or not I've done something. So nice. It's so fabulous. Dang, just more skull tokens, man. I'm gonna go buy some more skull tokens because for some reason I have a feeling that I'm gonna need 40 or 50 check. How much is that heart container? 100? Okay. Easiest way to farm rupees here is right outside. You get 60 every time you come out here. So, it's the best farm. Also, hey, if you haven't yet, you should go check out my friend the Muffinly on YouTube. He just recently got through Small Saga, which is a game I absolutely adore. So yeah, go check it out. Go watch him play through the entire series. There's 11 videos in total, and he's hilarious. Oops, I didn't go far enough out. Why does Small Saga make you sad? Muffin is awesome. I agree with that entirely. Oh yeah, no, the beginning is sad, for sure. Oh, this is such an annoying grind. I mean, you can... So, the way I would encourage you to think is that tragedy brought about happiness for Verm in the end. He made friends he probably would have never made. He found a purpose in life. He helped a lot of people who were in very bad situations, you know? He did a lot of good things. And while it started with tragedy, it ends with happiness. That's one of the things I actually found interesting about Sekiro in terms of its story, is that almost nobody gets a happy ending. Like, there's not very many happy endings, just like Elden Ring's. Elden Ring, there is like very few people who have a quote-unquote happy ending, right? Which, you know, makes sense. It's because the world is not a good place. But, you know, if you play it this way, through your character's actions, you can hope that life will get better for these folks. Okay. Let's see. Where do I want to go now? I need to go check the Goron shop, and I need to check the Zora shop for any more skull tokens. So, Zora shop first. That's also the thing about like effective writing and understanding stories. And Miyazaki and George R.R. Martin understood that, like, in their storytelling, that things can be bad. Things can be really bad. But every now and then, there are little rays of hope and happiness. And those are the things we should look forward to seeing in the world, or trying to make in the world, is just that little bit of happiness. Like, one of the things that I've adopted in terms of my mentality and stuff like that is I try my best to just make people smile, even if just a little bit. Every day, I try to be the reason somebody smiles. And if I succeed with even just one person, then I have succeeded for the entire day. Because sometimes that's, you know, world-changing for someone to be able to just smile about something. Man, I can't believe we're only 2 hours nearly into the stream, and we've gotten so far in this randomizer. Like, we haven't beaten any temples yet, but those will go really fast once I get started. Okay, I came here for a reason. I was checking the Goron shop for skull tokens. I don't think there are any, but I need to double check. Puppy seed? Maybe. Maybe. What's wrong? There is one. It's 190. I'm gonna have to... Why things gotta be so expansive? I'm so excited that I'm going to be getting my remote back, or my controller back. Well, not back, but the new controller, the new Reika 2.0 controller is coming in on the 4th. I'm really excited. I somewhat hope that, like, I refresh the page one day and it comes earlier. I've been refreshing the page like crazy in the hopes of that happening. I know it's unlikely, but, you know, right now it's in Japan, which is cool. I do control R. F5 also works though. Alright, skull token. So what the hell am I here for? The worst part about grinding these rupees out and like checking all these is that there's a possibility that I'm doing all this for nothing and this stuff, that 40 and 50 check are totally bust. But I feel as if the randomizer is giving me the option, I should at least explore it. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Just because his model is never programmed to have it, so he does not. Oops, wrong button. All right, what skull tokens are here? Are there any? None in that shop. There's a heart piece for 130, I think. Okay, we finally bought all the heart, or all the Skulltulas, so let's just continue what we're doing and go do the very adult dungeon to Dongo's Cavern. I did it. That's really overkill. That's one of the things I like about the randomizers is that you have to be like really diligent in doing them sometimes. Like sometimes you just need to do the thing to get the thing, and there's no way around doing that except for doing the thing to get the thing. Grab all the things, yeah. I love DBZ Abridged, it's funny. Oh, I still have to email them. I'm like nervous about emailing them, to be honest. Still have this thing, and when Vegeta realized you don't have the thing and crash the Flash player? I have no idea what you're referencing. Oh, I pretend Kai doesn't exist sometimes. Or no, it's GT I pretend doesn't exist. I haven't watched Kai. Hey, speaking of, if anyone knows a good place I can watch Dragon Ball, let me know. Because I've been wanting to watch it again. No. I meant like supporting the official release, as Team 4 Star always says. Oh, that's weird. Let me pull out a bomb shoe. I want to see if this works. Okay, that was pretty cool. Do they have their own, like, website? I don't know if they have their own website. I mean, I know that, like, in terms of morality, they're not the best studio out there, but, you know. Oh, it was just short. Oh, good. I don't have to come back in here. What's your name, little bird? Toriyama. He did what? I never need to kill this guy, but he always used to knock me down as a kid, so I kill him out of vengeance. Funimation website you think can be watched? Okay. I'll take a look at it. I'm sure they have a Japanese version on their website if they have a website, or they have a Japanese version of their website. I watched Dragon Ball Super in Japanese, and I gotta say, I like Goku's voice a lot better in Japanese. It's so funny. And somehow you could watch the first episode with ads marked on the timeline. Oh, cool. I missed. Now that I have them, I'm just using Silly Bombchu everywhere. I don't need to. They gave me more to play with. Lovely. I mean, yeah, but you can get that in Super also. Also, Giran is in the original Dragon Ball series. Just saying. Just saying. I just find the characters in GT to be a little bit strange. And the writing's a little bit eh. I should watch it again, though. I should give it a fair chance now that I'm, like, a fully grown adult. Yeah, the animation style in it is a little bit... I mean, it's different. I do have to say, though, my favorite part about GT is when Goku turns into a kid and, like, kidnappers, quote-unquote, kidnap him. And, they call Vegeta to try to ransom him back. And when the kidnappers are like, hey, we have, what was your name again? Goku, and we want 1 million Zenin to get him back. And Vegeta just starts laughing into the telephone, or he's like, I can't remember if he laughs or if he's like, you can keep him. I don't know, I pushed that block. I'd have to push it again when I come back. Adult maybe pushing it. I'm an adult. I do adult things. I have adult problems. Although, you know, there are a lot of nurses out there that for some reason think that it's okay to say, wow, you're too young to be this sick. Thanks, nurse. I appreciate it because, you know, like if I'm they're too young to be having these problems, I must be cured. It hurts. I hate hearing those words so bad. Yeah, just a word of advice to anyone out there who is probably going to be working in the medical field at some point. Never ever tell your patient they're too young or too skinny or too fat or anything like that. Don't tell them they're too anything to be having the problems they have. it doesn't do anything except for hurt them. Can I do? No, I gotta use the bomb flowers. That was the first time in a long time I had to use the bomb flowers in this place, but hey, don't have a bomb bag. What are you gonna do? Another skull token. And we need to come here anyway, so cool beans. Yes, indeed. Let's do 40 check really quick, and then we'll head to the next place we're gonna go to, which is probably the Forest Temple, because we have everything we need to do the Forest Temple. It's so not often that I have to use the menu at a forest that I forget it sometimes. I know that Crunchyroll bottom, and that if you had purchased the Dragon Ball stuff through Funimation's website, you can no longer access it, which to me seems like a form of theft. But that's the problem with digital goods, is that because of their terms and conditions, you're not actually buying the things that you own digitally. You are leasing them, basically. And I hate that. Okay. Head on out of the forest really quick. Gotta get a gold skull token. One of the things I'll always encourage people to do if they're like starting out trying Ocarina of Time randomizers with Skull Sanity on, is always check the overworld stuff before going into dungeons and stuff like that, because a lot of the time you'll find a lot of the stuff you need outside of dungeons and not inside of dungeons. Dodongo's Cavern is usually the exception if you have bombs, because it's such a fast little dungeon you can do that you should just do it. Deku Tree also, but everything else you should go and check on your own. I mean, it's just one of those things that we're moving more towards a digital age, and I actually had a conversation with another friend about the worry of not being able to own anything physically anymore, not being able to have something physical in your home that you own, in terms of media and stuff like that. And I was just like, don't worry, even in Star Trek Voyager, they had little holograms of the Doctor singing opera, so I'm sure, you know, physical media will remain a thing for a good long while, because people realize that you can't always have access to the internet. Sometimes you need to travel and you won't have access to the internet and stuff like that. Can't watch GT on Funimation without a subscription? That makes sense. I can't get into Zora's Domain. I don't have Zelda's Lullaby. Just realized that. We need canned internet. They put beans in the cans. Yeah. Honestly, we could have good internet all over the US if we wanted to. But again, we choose not to. We still have some places that use dial-up in the US. One of the quote-unquote great superpowers of the world can't provide its people with basic necessities like water and food and stuff. How great are we? Damn it, I keep going off onto sad things where I rant about how the world sucks. I don't mean to. Let's see. Is there anything I can do? Yeah, actually, I should go to like Hylia, actually. No, they're not great, Mama. They're not. I'm sorry. Elon Musk owns the company, and he's a goddamn idiot, and I wouldn't trust anything that he has created, quote-unquote, with a 10-foot pole.
Hello.
Thanks for throwing a sword in my face and then giving me a pet, Mama. But yeah, no, I know that a lot of people, for some reason, have a high opinion of Elon Musk, but he is just, in my opinion, a fraudster. He portrays himself as this intellectual being, but all of his wealth and quote-unquote knowledge comes from, like, really unethical practices and stuff. Damn it, Mama, you got me talking about sad stuff again. I want to talk about happy things. But yeah, later on, Mama, I should call you and tell you all about the stories of Elon Musk being a moron.
Change the world.
What? Hey, you can't just make me disappear because I'm right. You can't get rid of me now. Rude. Oh, hey, calm down. Reminds you of the time you fell on your back in winter and your mom and aunt stood at the door laughing at you? Only person to ask if I was okay and wanted help. Couldn't help me because that was your grandmother and she was, you were too heavy to lift. Yeah. Look at my mother trying to waste all of her points in one go. Look at her go. Oh man, this is the absolute worst time that my frickin' beak could be itching. Oh, I got an itch on my beak so bad. Ah. So, yeah, Silver, one of the things people don't realize is falling on ice is one of the easiest ways to get spinal cord injuries. Because, yeah, you could crack vertebrae, you can damage the nerve stem in your spine and stuff like that. Falling on ice, while it can be kind of haha funny at the moment, is actually a very serious thing. It can cause a lot of damage in a lot of ways. The important thing to do on ice is to know how to move on it safely. And if you do fall, learning how to fall safely is a very important skill. And don't try too hard to catch yourself, because that will cause other injuries as well. You could hurt yourself worse. It's just, the important thing is protect your chest, protect your spine, protect your head as best as you can. If you can fall on your side, fall on your side. That's just something that you should do. Try not to fall on your coccyx, if you can help it, because that is just misery incarnate. Yeah, there's a lot of ways that you can learn how to fall and stuff. I learned how to fall correctly when I was doing unicycle training in 2nd grade. It was actually a school program that they had at the time. And yeah, learning how to fall safely was a really huge skill for me. Oh, I could itch my beak. Relief. Okay, where do I want to go next to check overworld stuff? I have a sneeze and it's stuck. Ah! I blow my nose. It's a pretty intense sneeze. It's like being stuck there. Ah. Oh wow, got him on the first one. Nice. I swear, if 50 check is not anything, I'm gonna be so upset. Especially with the amount of Skulltulas I'm getting, or Skull tokens I'm getting. You know, one of the content creators, well, a couple of the content creators I watch, that are really good. There's Whiskey Dingo and Pop-A-Mine are the two that popped to mind first. And they bring about an energy that I don't think I could ever replicate. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying that's bad at all. What I'm saying is that they stream in a way that I don't think I ever could. And I worry that because I could never stream like they could, that I won't find an audience, right? That I won't find folks that will enjoy my stream the same way people enjoy their stream. I'm not saying I need this stream to become big someday or something like that. I'm just saying I would like it to be. And I don't know if I have the skills necessary to do it. And that always, you know, one of those worries in the back of my head. And I'm sure it's probably something a lot of streamers think about, to be honest. I know you like my stream, but you're obligated to. You're my mother. You have to love me. I mean, so they have like a team, right? And they've had applications open for this team for a little while, and I don't know if they're still open. They're probably not. But one of the questions on the application stumped me, right? And it probably shouldn't have. But one of the questions was, what would you bring to the team? And I couldn't answer it. I had no idea how to answer that question. Oh yeah, every streamer has a starting point, right? And that's how it goes, you know? Every streamer has a starting point, and they find their audience, and the audience finds them, and blah, 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 blah. It takes years and years sometimes. But, like, I don't know. I don't know what I could bring to them. Wholesome vibes? Question mark? Maybe? You know, but what unique trait would I bring to the team is what I took the question as, right? And I, for the life of me, cannot answer it. Maybe one day I will. Maybe one day I'll figure out what my stream is and be able to answer that question better. But I, at the moment, do not know. I got soft block for a moment there. Alright, that's 50 check. I'm dying to know what 50 check is, so I'm gonna go check it really quick. And you know, it's one of those things like where if I reach out to a big content creator like Whiskey or Papa Matt or anything like that, what do I ask them? Like, what are the questions that I should ask that that would, you know, help me? Also, 50 check was bust, and that makes me upset because I've gotten so many skull tokens this run. Ooh, another quiver for my bow. I will go and get that. I don't know. See, that's what I'm struggling with. Is that at this point I feel like I'm doing a lot of things right. You know, I'm doing a lot of things right. A lot of things that I do on stream feel natural and not forced or anything like that. So it all feels good to do. I just don't know if, just because it feels good, if it's actually the right thing to do. So, who really knows? Also, another thing is that I worry that, like, if they do respond, because I feel like, in all likeliness, they probably would not, because they probably have a lot of people asking these kinds of questions to them every day, you know, and they probably give general answers and stuff like that that make sense, right? And I could be doing all those things that they're about to tell me, and I just got to be patient. But, like, I don't know. It's an interesting conundrum to have as a person who wants to improve but doesn't know how to. That's true, Mama. You're not wrong about that. And I mean, that's just happened naturally. Like, I'm already starting work on my 3-year anniversary video because my 3-year anniversary is going to be in May. And that's exciting to me. Ooh, a Pona song. Nice, we can get to Gerudo Fortress now. And I don't have the keys for here, so I guess I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'm working on my 3-year anniversary video, and I'm trying to figure out what I want it to be. Because I don't want to just do a rehash of last year's where I went, this is what was year 1, this is what was year 2, and now year 3 again. I want to do something special. I don't know, something different. I'm sure I'll come up with an idea. You know, and I'll get some feedback from friends and stuff who do this kind of stuff regularly. Throw a party. No, 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 no. Pona, Pona. Maybe to where I can use my bow. I am gonna throw a, oh, hi, Onyx. How are you doing? I'm probably gonna throw a party for my birthday, but that's gonna be, like, in VR. Hopefully everything goes well setting that up, because me and VR are not the best of friends. But that'll be fun. I'll have a good time with that. Oh, it's not my birthday yet. My birthday is all the way in April. I just gotta plan these things out well in advance because of my disabilities and stuff like that. I gotta take into account, you know, what I want to do, where I want to go in VR and stuff like that. That way I can, you know, plan ahead. Do my preparations that I do to get ready to do physical activity as a disabled person. One of the things I always find funny is that, yeah, I have a, so one of the major thing, there's a lot of things that's wrong with me, unfortunately, but the major thing that keeps me from doing a lot of things, it is a chronic pain illness called fibromyalgia. And what that is I'm in pain constantly, 24/7. There's never a moment in my entire life that I've never not been in pain. And to describe the pain, I often tell a story about one time, and my mother knows about this incident. One time when I was doing Taekwondo, back when I was, like, healthy and able to do stuff, I had gotten a fracture on the side of my right hand. And I hadn't even noticed that, like, I had fractured it. Like, it hurt, right? And it was like so at the time. It hurt a lot, but it didn't hurt nearly as much as how I hurt every day. So I kind of was like, oh, it's probably just a sprain or something, you know, nothing major. Yeah, so the next morning I go to my mother's room and I show her my hand. I'm like, hey, Mom, we might want to go get this x-ray. And I can't remember exactly what she said, but I think she said, you think? Or, oh my God, it was something like that. It was so funny to me. And for those of you who don't know, Mama Mouse 1158, that's my actual mother. She's fantastic. She's a wonderful woman. Everyone should sing her praises. She raised me right. But yeah, those are the 400 gallons of morphine. Funny story about morphine. I trusted my teacher. Yeah. Funny thing about morphine is one time I was in the emergency room and they thought that I might have appendicitis. I didn't, thankfully. But they were thinking that maybe I did. So they gave me an injection of morphine to help handle the pain. And like, that was a sort of awakening moment for me where I was like, oh, so this is what it's like not to feel pain. And it made me kind of sad because I don't want to be dependent upon something like that in order to not feel pain. Not that I could anyway, because no doctor in the US would ever prescribe me anything like that at all. So that is way not even a possibility. But yeah, it was very an interesting moment for me, for sure. I need to see what kind of treasure chest that is in there. It's just a small one. Yeah, I hear the Canadian medical system is pretty good, that people typically do not have problems with it, but I also hear that it depends on the area you live in, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like that would be the case for pretty much anywhere you live with any medical system, that it would depend on where you live on how good it is. And it depends on the people doing it. But yeah, those are the disabilities. So, I gotta show you guys a video really quick. So when I was doing Half-Life Alyx, one of the things I struggled with was standing, obviously. Let me see. Okay, there's the video. Let me get this in a full screen on the main screen really quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this was me playing Half-Life Alyx, and I had obviously never played before, and this is my first experience with it, and yeah, this happened on stream. That scared the fuck out of me. So yeah, that was that happened on stream, and what had happened in that moment, what you heard me was not like just a scream of like, hey, this scared me. When my body tensed up in that moment, it sent a wave of pain through me so intense that I had to stop for a moment, and I had to really, really, really focus on not passing out from how bad it hurt. And that's why there's a moment where I reloaded and I was just doing nothing but like leaning forward. I was in my head thinking, you can't afford to replace this VR headset, so don't pass out and fall on your face. Like, I wasn't concerned about hitting my head or anything. I was just like, I can't afford to replace this VR headset. Don't pass out. And like, I could feel myself coming back from like the brink, and I felt better after that. But I loved playing Half-Life Alyx despite how painful it was to do. It was just a really fun game. Oh, that was close. You see, like, even, like, so Onyx, just to give you an example, even if I were Canadian citizen, lived in Canada, and had their healthcare system and everything, there is a pretty good possibility that I probably still would not get any different treatment than I have now in the US. And that's because fibromyalgia as an illness is very controversial in the medical community. I've met doctors that believe it doesn't even exist, that it's not real, that it while the pain is there, fibromyalgia does not exist. And it makes it difficult for people like me who are in constant pain to find a doctor that is like, okay, I know what to do for your treatment, and I will get you going on it right now. But my hands are tied because since the medical community has a controversy in believing that fibromyalgia isn't real and stuff like that, the insurance companies and the specialists and stuff like that, won't treat you, or it would be useless if you went to see them, or I can't do it because my clinic won't let me do it for you. Those things happen all the time with fibromyalgia patients. And because you'd be surprised how doctors are extremely biased in all sorts of ways, and things like sexism and stuff like that are also really prevalent, because sometimes they will label certain illnesses as a man or a woman's disease based on the statistics of how often these people of these genders will get them. So, for example, I was born biologically male. I'm a trans male to female person, right? So biologically speaking, I'm male. But fibromyalgia in parts of the medical community is considered a woman's disease, because statistically speaking, more women get it than men. And it makes it difficult in that way because certain conditions doctors won't consider, or they won't look for, because of the statistics, the probability of someone getting something. So it is very important that when you find a doctor that will thoroughly dig through everything to make sure they didn't miss anything, that you take that doctor and you hold on to them tight. If they say they're moving to a different state, you follow them, because you will not find another doctor of that quality. But yeah, it is bullshit. It's hard to deal with as a person with disabilities. People with disabilities are often looked down upon in the medical community anyway, which is weird, because why wouldn't you want to help them? But there's all sorts of biases. Like if someone is obese, someone is large, someone is fat, right? And they have a lot of fat. Doctors will often blame the person being fat for having the medical issues they have, and therefore they miss things that aren't related to them being obese or anything like that. A lot of obese people are healthy, and they, have medical problems that are judged based on their weight, and that can cause them a lot of danger. And sometimes, like in my case, I'm overweight because of my disability, because I can't be active, because I don't have super control of my diet. I do now, but I didn't used to. So those things made me overweight. And I'm thankful to have a doctor that looked at that and was like, yeah, you are overweight. These are the things that, could be, problems related to that weight. So you should try to lose weight to try to fix these problems. But she didn't blame my weight, or she didn't blame my fibromyalgia on my weight. She didn't blame my blood pressure on my weight, or anything like that. She actually blamed the blood pressure on the fibromyalgia. Being in pain all the time causes higher blood pressure. So she's my doctor is so fantastic. So I would never get rid of her. I would fight tooth and nail for her, to keep her as a doctor. She's fantastic. So if you find a doctor like that that's willing to dig through everything to make sure that you're healthy, keep them. Do everything you can to keep them. And an important thing you got to do also, which some doctors don't like either, is to do your own research. Find credible sources in which you can find information about your illnesses or potential illnesses, and learn all that you can about them. Learn about the functions of your body and how likely it is that you could have those things, because that's also important. To be knowledgeable about yourself is to help guide your doctor in the direction you need to go for your treatment. One of the things you can also do is, and I'm gonna physically grab it because, even though you guys can't see it, is I have, where's my pen? I need my pen. Oh, there's my pen. Oops. Okay, so I have this little black notebook, and I gotta write something down in it before I forget. And this little black notebook has everything I need to discuss with my doctor in it whenever I go in to see her. And I'm actually going to see her Tuesday, so I have to put refill pregabalin. So I write everything down that I need to in this little book, right? And if I need to, that was a grunt. If I need to, during the appointment, I can bring up things in this little notebook, and I can go back and I can say, hey, this is the date I discussed this thing, and we haven't done anything about it. Can you, get on that? And it helps my doctor keep things on track with me, because she has lots of patients, hundreds probably, and she can't keep track of all of them. I wouldn't expect her to. All I expect for her is to remember the basics. I have fibromyalgia, I have high blood pressure, and other things that are major. That's all I expect her to know. I don't expect her to keep track of the progress that I do or anything like that. I trust that she trusts me to keep her informed. Your ambulance ride is probably $50. That's how much I'm gonna guess. Maybe $10 to $15, I would say. I don't know how that converts to CAD. Aha, yeah. No, so yeah, I have lots of friends who live in who live in Canada. Oh shit, I forgot to think this key ring again. I have a lot of friends that live in Canada, and I've heard stories about how, I tell them my U.S. medical horror stories, and they tell me they're Canadian good time stories, and I don't know if they think that that'll make me feel better about the U.S. horror stories I'm telling them, or if they just want to brag or whatever, or if they're just unintentionally trying to be sympathetic in some way. But they always end up making me feel bad because I can't get the kind of treatment that they get. Oh, you dick. But I'm not saying that you made me feel bad. I'm used to it by now. But yeah, Canada seems like a pretty nice place to live. You got your upsides, you got your downsides like any country, but it seems like you're mostly good in terms of what you get when you live there. I'll go this way. Would I want to move to Canada? Probably not, actually. I know that sounds weird, but probably not. Yeah, I honestly see the possibility for surgeries in my future also, and I'm not looking forward to it. And I've had some minor ones in the past. Thankfully, I have insurance now through the state because they finally expanded the Medicaid program here, and I can get on Medicaid. So I did, and now I'd like most of my stuff is covered, rather than me having to hope that the charity program I was on was going to help me. But yeah, I see the possibility of some minor surgeries in my future. I'm not looking forward to them, but I guess that's just part of, you know, growing up at some point, is that a lot of people just end up needing to have these minor surgeries. Ooh. 1 second, something interesting just popped up on my screen. I gotta take a look. I'm interested to see where this goes really quick. I have a feeling I know what this is, but you can never be sure, you know? You can never be sure. Lots of a woo. Yes, you did find me yesterday on Telegram, and I remember you messaging me. Now, I do have to ask. I know where you found me from. Don't discuss any of that stuff in chat on my stream, obviously. Just because that is private stuff in my life. It's not something I openly broadcast to people, you know? Not that there's anything wrong with that kind of stuff that I'm doing. I want to assure my mother it's just a private side of my life that I keep private. Who wouldn't want my mom to think I'm doing anything illicit?
Hello.
Ah. Yeah, my mom's like wondering, what is it? What is the thing? And at the same time, I'm hoping my mother's just like, I'm just gonna forget I ever heard anything. And that's just gonna be the easiest way for me to remember. And the whole time I'm saying this, my mom can hear me saying what I hope she thinks, because I hope she gets the hint. Don't worry about it. Let's see what this is. RPs. Cool beans. They won't tell you, Mom. I can tell you right now, they will not tell you. It's one of those things where if I thought you wanted to know about it, I would tell you. But I know for a fact you don't want to know about it, so I don't even say anything about it. But I do have people who follow me from that area, so I don't think you could. I don't think you could. I really genuinely do not think that you could tell them, or you could make them tell you. Oops, that was the wrong thing. Saw another window. Yes, fire, Silvertooth. Okay, let's go see if there's anything good in here. Big chest over there, but it's not like a key item. There's a key item over there, so we do have to go this way. Better climb up here, grab this key. Thankfully, I got almost all the keys. I just don't have Song of Time to go do toilet room. Nice. That's great. That's fantastic. That kind of gives me an arrow, an indicator of where I should go next. Oop, bonk. Okay, I don't need that key over there. Ooh, nice. Actually need that. Okay, now we're gonna go to Wasteland. And we're gonna go ahead and see what's got that skull token has for us. Oh, we can't. Never mind. Okay, so where am I gonna go then? Where am I gonna go? I guess I'm gonna go be Kid Link, and I'm gonna go. I need to stretch out. Ow! I'm gonna go and give that note to King Zora. Fish is pretty good. I miss being able to catch fish. Like, I miss going fishing. Especially like crab and crawdad fishing. Oh, wait, actually, I have bombs. I need to go do Bomb Chew Bowling Alley. La 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 la. Somebody asked me the other day, and this is just totally random. I'm just basically making conversation, but someone was talking to me the other day about the concern they had about their voice and how they're sounding right, and they were wondering how I did my voice and stuff like that. Because my voice is a practice voice. You're not hearing the voice that I've always had and all that stuff. And you can probably hear my voice fluctuating between what I have currently and what I did have. But they asked me how I did mine, and I said one of the most important things you can do is, because I'm not like formally trained or anything on how to change my voice, but I told them that what I do is I test like singing notes, right? I go through and I see how each of them feels in my throat, and I try to learn how to manipulate those muscles, right? Because you know, if you focus hard enough, you can manipulate almost any muscle in your body. And that's what I do. I learned how to manipulate the muscles in my voice, and that's useless to me. And as I learn how to do that, I, you know, just changed my voice. I just do it. I just change how it sounds. It's been really good for like attempting to mimic voices of characters and stuff like that. I'm not fantastic at it, but I'm practicing, which is fun. Let's see. Oh, I need to go to the lake now. I was doing that one-handed. I was taking a drink. All right, Zora's Domain. We're giving the note to the Moeep King, and then we will go and take a look around that area. How much of Jabu can I do? I can do very, very little of Jabu, but I will go and look inside Jabu and see what we can find. And I still can't come here as Adult Link because I don't have Zelda's Lullaby. It's funny, the randomizer has a setting on how fast he scoots, and there's a way to make it instant, but I think the Moeep noises are funny, so I make it faster because his original speed is so goddamn slow, but I still keep it at a pace to where I can hear the Moeep noises and smile. Ugh. So many gold skull tokens. I might attempt a little bit of Childside Spirit Temple, because I have an idea that I don't think will work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Okay, so here, I actually have to kill these guys because I need to be able to concentrate on what I'm doing. It's not about just it making the noises silver, it's about it being funny on the randomizer, you know? I'm sure that there is. Man. But after 10 hours, it will be funny. No, stop it. Stop it. Go sit in the corner, Silver. Go sit in the corner. Ah! Nothing useful. Yeah, I know. That's the joke. That's the joke, Silver. That's the joke. I knew that was very not likely to hit anything, but I wanted to try it. I know getting these things to do anything that you want on these walls is really difficult, but I figured I'd try. Which I must be like, what is going on in there? It's like, do you think I need to see a doctor? I might be able to check that one. Hey, look at that. Okay, so those two are useless. Can I blow these up? Nope. Oh, you seriously have to go all the way around again? Grumble, 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 grumble. Nope. All right, let me carry you, I guess. Also, God, I hate YouTube recommendeds. The trendy stuff is always just like, Karen's getting owned by people, and I'm just like, I don't care. Stop. Let me just watch the channels I subscribe to. Why do you gotta be so bad, YouTube? Also, I get my own videos recommended to me all the time, and I think that's kind of funny. Yeah, me too. They're trendy, they got a lot of views, and that's why they're there, and it's just, oh my God, it's so annoying. It's so hard to go to YouTube to actually watch what you want, because it's just filled with crap. So I only stick to the channels I subscribe to nowadays. Yeah, exactly, you get it. Okay, I can only do one more thing in here while I don't have the boomerang. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go do Forest Temple. Oops, that was the wrong button. I like some of the YouTube shorts. Like there's this lobster fisherman I watch from time to time because, again, I wanted to be a marine biologist. I like learning what they do. They are obviously not a researcher, but I still find their content interesting. Let's see. Forest Temple. But yeah, I have some YouTube shorts. You should go watch those. Go to my channel and watch them. YouTube video down in the About section. Also, my old Twitter's still there, and I don't have it. I deleted my old Twitter. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. I keep forgetting what I'm about to go do. Oops. Ooh. All right, Mama, go and have fun spring cleaning. I love you much. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Hello.
Ooh, a key item. Let's hope there's something good. Yay, slingshot. What was the reaction when first got the second row of hearts and first Zelda played? I didn't really have any really reaction, to be honest. It's just like, oh, okay, it just goes to a second row. I know, that's kind of boring, but I don't remember going, wow, second row, or anything like that when I was young. Can't drain the well. So I guess this... Ooh, I didn't get the keys. I didn't get the keys. Okie dokie. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go check my messages. Thank you, Pharaoh Finnick, for giving me a poke about that. My roommates are great. Okay, I gotta hope that I get the keys here, otherwise I'm gonna be a little bit stumped on what I need to do next. Oh wait, no, never mind. I won't be stumped. I'll just go be Child Link and beat Deku Tree and do Child Side of Spirit Temple. It's a key item. Maybe hammer? Maybe magic? Yeah, magic was another one I was thinking. Okay, so now that I have magic... What does that do for me? Just child stuff. Only child stuff right now for magic. Yeah, Ganondorf's HP bar was amazing in Tears of the Kingdom. Genuinely, I did not notice it at first, but when I did, I was like, what the fuck? That's really funny. Earlier, I was singing the praises of how far we had gotten in the randomizer and how many items we got. And now we're 3 hours in, and I'm just like, holy shit, it's making me do some legwork. You should ever update single-player Nintendo games? You want all the glitchy stuff as long as it don't break the game? Yeah. Yeah, I get you. You see, developers back in the day used to understand that cheat codes added to the game. They didn't subtract from it, right? So they would include them in their games as something that people could use, right? Because once you're done with the game, cheat codes can add flavor to it, can make it interesting again, so that you can have more hours and stuff like that. But now video game developers, for single-player games specifically, multiplayer games, it's understandable why cheats wouldn't be a thing. But in single-player games, they look at it as like a taboo thing. Like, how could you cheat like that? Ooh, and I'm just like, because I've beaten the game 18 times and I want something a little bit different. It's not Greg, it's a skull chest. Greg is in a key item chest, so that means it'll be big and it'll have the gold trim on it. Yep. Don't worry, I always check the key item chests. You will not have to worry about me missing Greg if I see the chest. One of the games I could think of that had a lot of like extra flavor added to it because of cheat codes was Turok, because they had all sorts of stuff that was just silly. Trying to go Chicos, they think the game is ruined even if it's a rare thing. Yeah. And I hate how video game developers listen to, well, I don't want to say developers, video game executives listen to journalists over the people who actually play their games properly. Video game journalists are some of the worst video game players I have ever seen in my life. I'm not saying all of them, but I've seen some doozies. Gold rupee. Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to bet that Sony never thought that Helldivers 2 was going to take off. I guarantee you they didn't. I bet that they were like, well, this is just some small game, like small team and stuff like that. Won't be popular. Just recovery heart. There's nothing here that I need. I'm actually just checking stuff that I can't get right now instead of like going to where I can actually get stuff, because if I check it now, I don't have to, I'll know, hey, once I get the boomerang, I gotta come back here. So here in like 10, 15-ish minutes, I'm probably gonna take a break to eat lunch. But afterwards, I wanted to ask, like, do people want to keep watching me play this, or does anyone have like another game that they'd want to watch me play? Because I wouldn't mind switching. It's not like I'm, bored or anything like that. It's just this particular seat of the randomizer isn't as exciting as I'd hope it would be. It's just a lot of running around so far, and I'm not entirely happy about that. Like, in a way, it's, oh, cool, look at Reika solve puzzles with the items she got, but at the same time, it's just like, yay, walking content. This is not Death Stranding, right? Yeah, no. Nope. I don't think I'll play that game. It looks interesting, but it doesn't look like my kind of game. Skull token. That random game isn't random, and you do random stuff anyway. Yeah, knowing who developed that game, and I'm not saying they're bad, they make like really good games with really good stories and stuff like that, stories that people enjoy and love. Not knocking this person, just want to make that perfectly clear. Knowing who developed the game and who like wrote the story and stuff like that, I am not in the least bit surprised about how like sort of unhinged some of it can be in like sort of an artsy kind of way. I just sort of admire that kind of stuff in a way. It's just like, wow, that was just the most unhinged, crazy thing that didn't need to happen in a video game ever, and I'm glad it's there. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see if I can backflip over this thing and save myself some time. Nope, I was late again. I know that the original folks that had this person, I can't. The only reason I keep referring to him as this person is because I can't remember their name right now. For some reason, my brain's not working properly. Probably because my legs are hurting so much and my brain's all fizzly. Anyway, I know that the studio that had that person was man, they should have never got rid of him. They let go of the of a real gem of a person who was very creative and artistic in their video games. And I know players didn't like that either. That like, why would you get rid of this guy? He's good at it. I don't remember if that was the name of the person or not. As I said, my brain's not working right now. I like how I have the bomb bag, but I'm still using bomb shoe for everything. Well, I need to come back when I have the boomerang. But yeah, this randomizer is being more exhausting than fun, and I don't like that. Maybe I'll see if anyone's up to doing some more Helldivers with me. Oh, I appreciate that, Silver. That's a problem with me, like, doing the randomizers and stuff also in general, is that I have done them so much on my stream. I don't know why that went wrong. Don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around. I don't know, I've just been feeling more first-person shooter-y lately in terms of video games. I feel like one of the things that has soured my experience of certain games, and actually I've heard some other people have the sentiment also, is when you play a game like Sekiro, right? You crave that sort of challenging gameplay again. Like, you just do. And it's hard to find it in other games. And this certainly is not a game where I will find that kind of challenge. This game has become easy to the point of it being, you know, boring to me. Okay, so that was Deku Tree. I'm a little actually genuinely stumped now. Oh no, I need to go do child side of right. And like, sure, what I can do with the randomizer is I can just make it more and more and more and more difficult. But the more difficult I make it, the less fun it becomes, if that makes sense. But the easier I make it, the less fun it becomes. So I'm sort of stuck in this region where I can either continue doing these randomizers and enjoy them for what they are, which, you know, I do to a point. I have a good time and it's satisfying beating them and stuff like that. Or I could just look for new games, new content and stuff. There's the keys. That's exactly where I thought they were going to be. This other thing is that sometimes these randomizers become a little bit predictable too, to the point of like knowing where to go exactly every single time and like having no issue figuring that out is also kind of like blah. When I become adult Link, I should get the reward sheet gives when you get the Forest Medallion. Skill token. Oh man. This randomizer's really beating me over the head. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not like I've done a lot of these recently or anything like that. In fact, the last one I did was the New Year's Eve celebration one, which was fun. And had a good time. It's just, I don't know. This one's not fun. I won't touch you. At least I don't have to do the fancy trick where I have to light the torches in a funky way. I think that one of the things that I have with this particular randomizer that I've generated right here is that this one is extremely linear. Like, it's you don't have a choice. This is where you have to go. And you can see by like how quickly I'm doing things and how fast or where I'm going is just like all over the place. It's just like you get it. I know what I'm doing, you know. That's just a feeling I get from it though. Because now, like, I got the hammer, so obviously if I dead end here, I have to go to the fire temple. Recovery heart. And if I dead end at the fire temple, yeah, I won't dead end at the fire temple. There's gotta be something there that I need. Boss key chest. Yeah, good music. Always like the music in here. Alright guys, I'm gonna go on a quick break. I'm gonna take my lunch, and I will be back momentarily. All right. I actually decided what I want to do with stream today. I'm gonna end stream. I'm exhausted. I don't want to do stream right now. I'm hurting and I'm tired, and I'm gonna go find something to read out to. Let's see who's streaming. I'm gonna raid out to Wolfmane Lua, who has raided me several times. They're a really good meme. Give them a bird up for me, and until tomorrow, 11 a.m. EST, I've been Rick Bird. Hope y'all have enjoyed your flight.